Hey guys, it's your girl SoFineee. Welcome back to my channel. So if you guys have seen my previous videos, I will link it at the top of me having a lock knot bob. This is a hair takedown video of me taking my hair down, and I'll also be adding a couple of lock stigmas that I have heard or learned over the time that I've been locked and even before. So if you're interested in hearing some lock stigmas and watch me take down my hair, keep on watching. So this video is going to begin like your regular hair video. This is the hairstyle for before. So like I said, it was a lock knot bob, and I will put the video up in the cards as well as down in the description box for you guys to check it out and accomplish this style if you choose to. But anyway, we're gonna get into some oil, hair care, just doing all of that just to make sure that my hair is nice and moisturized as I take it down. Now I'm gonna quickly put my hair up in this ponytail and we can get into these lock stigmas. Alright, so if you guys can't tell by the music or wouldn't know, I am of Haitian descent. Like both my mother and my father are Haitian, born and raised, and came to the United States as immigrants. And back in Haiti, having dreads is not something that people rush to go do. Like literally, being Haitian and having dreads was like, it just didn't mingle. Like the stereotypical people that they would think is like, oh, if you have dreads, that you're dirty, that you're homeless. And there's something called a vagabond. A vagabond is like a bad guy or like a gangster or like just anybody that doesn't have anything good going for themselves. And that is what they would associate dreads with. Nowadays it's a lot more acceptable. There's a lot less stigma, but I feel like it's still there to an extent. Like if you go to different areas or different places, you will definitely still see people look at you a certain way. But definitely now, like I see a whole lot more people. I'm referring to like Haitians and the Caribbean as a whole as well. I know that it originated in Jamaica, but other countries as well is becoming more acceptable to it. I've even seen Caucasian people doing it, and I guess they're doing it more so as like a style or like a trend, but you know, to each their own. Now, the reason I started my locks or my dreads is simply because of maintenance. Like, I hated dealing with my two textures when I was relaxed. So, like, I would relax my hair would be straight. And then once my hair would grow out, like, I would have to deal with my kinky roots and then my straight ends. And it was just so hard, especially working with that line of demarcation so that my hair doesn't break. It was just a lot to deal with. So I was like, okay, I want to go natural, but I know my 4C hair would be too much to deal with. So I decided, you know what, let me just lock it and I could be done. So look, went to YouTube, here we are, did my research, looked it up, and just try to see like how could I manage with this kind of hairstyle. Like, I know that having dreads used to be more something that was more spiritual for like the Rastafarians, like people that just have this on a spiritual journey and they're doing this to channel whatever energies or ancestors or just whatever they're trying to connect with. But I feel like nowadays it's more like a trend. Like people are just like, oh, I'm gonna lock my hair. I really like this hairstyle. It's not like anything really, no thought really put into it. It's just something that you really wanted to do. And I feel like it's okay too. It doesn't always have to be like that whole spiritual route. It could also be something that you just want to do because you feel like it will benefit you in some way. And if you don't like it, many people do it. They start their locks and then they cut it off. So eventually it's like a matter of like, okay, I'm gonna try it. If I like it, I'm gonna keep it. If I don't, I'll just cut it off. And if I want to try again, I'll just try a different method. Like multiple people have tried relocking, locking, and doing their hair all over again because they're learning different ways and they're learning different things as they're on this hair journey. And that goes to another thing that I want to touch on. Like, when you want to do something, I feel like it's best that you just don't tell a whole bunch of people. Because I remembered when I decided I wanted to lock my hair. And I was talking to everybody. I'm like, oh, I think I want to lock my hair. I think I want to lock my hair. I think I want to have dreads, whatever. And everybody was trying to talk me out of it. And it was like, oh, why are you going to do that? That's not going to look right. It's going to look messy. It's going to look unkept. And the thing is, my family, I don't know why they even bothered. They know once I make up my mind, I'm doing whatever it is. I'm not changing my mind. And so I did it. I literally woke up that day and I said, you know what? I'm going to lock my hair today. Went out. They said, oh, where you going? I'm going out. I'll be home real quick. Boom. Went, did my hair. Came back home. And everybody looked at me like, wow. Because, and I feel like it really was a big drastic change. Because I did come from long, relaxed hair to a big chop and little curls and coils on my head. So I feel like that was really a perfect segue into the next lock stigma. So the sixth stigma that I want to talk about was short locks on women. Like starting off really, really short. Like many people feel like you're not feminine because you don't instantly have the long hair, or it's not as full, or it's not as locked. It's not like as consistent. Like that whole ugly phase, I really feel like it's targeted more so to women than it is for men, because they feel like for women, your hair is supposed to be always kept, always nice, always styled. And when you're starting your locks at a really short stage, there's no way for your hair to be 100% kept. Like your hair is going to be messy. Your hair is going to be rough. Your hair is going to do what it got to do to lock. And so if you expect that your hair is going to always look nice, always be kept together, always being nice and sleek, then I feel like you locking your hair will just be a disappointment, because you're not going to get what you want out of it, especially when it's short. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, if you are starting really short, that don't expect that for your hair to always look nice. Like the first couple of days, first week or so, I give it 2 weeks tops, your hair's gonna look good. After that second week, just forget about it. And that's why, like, when I did my short hair, when I started with my locks and it was really short, I wore wigs over it. And that also fed into the whole, oh, you're not feminine enough, whatever. And that's what I believed, and that's what I did, because I was like, I love my long hair. I'm not used to me having short hair. So once I had my hair locked and I decided, you know what, let me do something to manipulate it in a way that I can still feel comfortable and still feel like myself until my hair is at that length where I'm comfortable enough, that's what I did. So that is me already leading into one of those lock stigmas. Like, short hair is not cute on women. Well, no, let me correct that. Short locks doesn't look as cute, or it doesn't look as sexy or feminine on women as it does in men. Because for men, honestly, we don't really, for some men, like, looks are everything. But sometimes it's like, all right, it's whatever. As long as you got a good shape up, like his hairline is good, literally those little wicks or whatever top is fine. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention when I was telling people that I wanted to lock my hair is that they said that it wasn't professional, especially since, like, I was in school to become an occupational therapist. They're like, oh, you're going to be in healthcare. It is not kept, it's not nice, it's not professional for you to be walking around in different settings, hospitals, clinics, for you to have locks, because it doesn't look good, it's not sanitary. And I feel like that was just something, all in all, I was like, you know what, they can't even tell me what I can do with my hair, because of I live in New York City, so the New York City human rights law, like the hair law states that, like, discrimination based on hair texture, style, length, or the use of head coverings that are commonly associated with, like, particular racial groups. I am Black, we have the thick coarse hair for that, or religious groups, if that's part of your religion, like if that was a part of your spirituality on what you wanted to do with locking your hair. So that, and all in all, like, being in the workplace and them telling you, like, oh, we can't hire you because you have locks, we can't hire you because you have dreads. I don't know about for the specific other states. I can also list that along on the side or down in the description box for you guys to check for your states that you live in. But I know definitely for New York City, that is against the law. And if you know of any other states, you can please put them down as well. But, like, yeah, that whole thing about, oh, being in the workplace, they're not gonna hire you because of that was a dub. Like, don't even come to me with that. That's a dub. I shut that down quickly. But I do know, like, if you are working in different spaces, like especially restaurants or anywhere, like, the health is an issue, like, definitely keeping your hair up and out of your face, up and out of the way. Definitely ponytails, buns, head wraps is definitely recommended in those environments, because those are really safety precautions. But you know what? I really want to talk on the fact that the word locks actually became coined because locks came from, of course, dreadlocks. But I guess locks has a better connotation for the hair than dread, because, locks is more acceptable. Like, you go and scroll through YouTube, you don't see dreadlocks, you see locks. And I've even come to, like, I've gotten to the habit, because before I locked my hair, I would call it, be like, I want dreads. I didn't say I want locks. I said I want dreads. And so now that I'm in the lock community, I'm like, okay, everyone's calling it lock, so let me call it lock. And it just stuck. So it's locks. But that's the thing, like locks became more acceptable than dreads. And I get it, like the word dread is like dreadful, like you don't want to do it. Like it's something like it's just a very negative connotation. And it's like, if it's your hair, it should be something more positive. It should be something you're embracing. And that was another thing, like your hair is a part of you. Your hair is a part of your crown. Like make sure that you embrace who you are and what you have on your head. Like I've been locked for only 3.5 years, and I feel like my dreads, I'm gonna say dreads, have basically become a part of me. Like it took me so long to get them started in the first place. Like I remember I was 13 when I decided I didn't want to have relaxed hair. I didn't want to have natural hair, and I went to relax my hair. So I turned 13, about to go to middle school. I'm like, oh mom, I want to be able to have my hair, whatever, manage it myself. Boom. And then when was it? Like maybe. And then, 11 years later, I decide, okay, let me lock my hair and go back to be natural. Like, I was really relaxed for, 11 years. And I feel like the reason why I relaxed it and not put dreads and locked my hair was because at that time, relax was more acceptable. Relax was more popular. Relax was more in at that time. So I was like, okay, I see all the girls with straight hair, with weaves and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, let me do it too. But it's also because now locks are more acceptable as well. So I was like, okay, I'm seeing more people with it now. I see the styles, I see the colors, I see how everyone is styling it. Let me hop on the bandwagon too. And I did, and I don't regret it. I love the fact that I did it. And I feel like it was one of the greatest decisions I ever made. Locks has been around for so many centuries, and it has so many stigmas, so many stories, so much history that comes with it, and different cultures. Like it's just broad and just has so many different things that goes into it. But I don't know, I just really wanted to get into some of the things that I thought of, especially things that was projected onto me when I first started my locks. So once again, comment them down below. And this is how my hair ended. Like this is how it looks. A couple of days later, not even 2 days later, my curls dropped, but not completely. So it's nice and wavy. So I'm loving it. I'm swinging it right now as we're speaking. But I love how it dropped, and it still doesn't show my full length, but it still has some bounce and some curl and some volume to it. And I really love that the curls stayed intact and did that volume. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video.